Outside of 911, what was a major historical event that you lived through that you'll never forget where you were when it happened? Fall of the Berlin Wall. Columbine. I'm from New Orleans and lived through Katrina. We still feel the ripples of it here often. I was in 7th grade when Kennedy was shot. Visuals still bring back that sadness. OJ putting on the gloves. I was at a restaurant with a girlfriend while the trial was being televised. The reaction from the patrons was unforgettable, a collective gasp of disbelief. Princess Diana's death. Y2K. People were really freaking out about this. Banks put limits on how much people could withdraw from their accounts. People were demanding physical proof of investments and property ownership. 1999 was a very tumultuous year. Japan tsunami. Was playing World of Warcraft doing an UBS run when I heard it on the news. Then we started talking about it in guild chat and see if some of our Japanese guild mates were affected. The Berlin Wall came down while we were stationed in Germany. I still have a piece of it. Colombia. A girl I was living with was moving out. Her parents had come to pick her up and we were not getting along. Then the shuttle blew up and we all sat wrapped watching my shitty little TV while the news came in, our differences aside for a while. 22. July attacks in Norway. To me there was first the fear of what was actually going on. It didn't seem like anyone had hardly gotten a grasp of what was going on downtown in Oslo. Before the reports of shooting at Udia, even after they had captured the guy, and he had taken credit for it all, I had a hard time believing it was a one-man act for a good while. Then there was the fear of how our society would change, but I'm proud of how we as a society dealt with it, through unity and sadness over anger and fear. The OJ car chase. The Challenger exploding in 1986. Many Westerners don't even know it, but India had a 2611 attack. This severely ruined an already problematic relation with Pakistan. Literally our 911 if you want to put it that way. I'd give it's major. But I remember waking up from a nap and learning the Queen of England had died. Challenger disaster happened on my birthday when I was 6. We were watching it in school and when it blew up all the teachers were crying but the kids thought it was cool because, well, explosions. The moon landing, the Saigon airlift, the taking of the American embassy in Tehran, the Falklands Island War, the Challenger disaster, roller disco, oh, so many more. 22.5.17 The Manchester Arena bombing during Ariana Grande's concert. I didn't attend it, but I remember everything coming out on Twitter and knew people who were friends with one of the victims. It had repercussions across the UK, and I remember going to a shopping center shortly after and seeing armed police patrolling for the first and only time in my life. Then of course Ariana did the One Love concert and I cried watching it because of her strength to go on and the strength of Manchester and our nation as a whole. Euromaiden. I was working at the day and spend evenings on the square. Watching the launch to the moon was my earliest memory. Reagan being shot, John Lennon shot, Challenger explosion, Columbia disaster, Waco, Oklahoma City bombing. I had spent the night at a friend's house. He woke up before me, turned on the TV and woke me up when he learned that the space shuttle Columbia had broken up on re-entry. I was 16 at the time and absolutely heartbroken. I've been obsessed with space since I was a child and always looked at our astronauts as the best of the best.